Good day, viewers, and welcome to this virtual discussion about cubism. Cubism is an art movement during the 20th century that took a revolutionary new approach to representing reality. It focused on reality and happenings on the surroundings. Cubist painting showed objects and people from many different angles, fragmented as if through a kaleidoscope. The Cubists wanted to show the whole structure of object in their painting without using techniques such as perspective or graded shading to make them look realistic. They wanted to show things as they really are, not just to show what they look like. Pablo Picasso. Pablo Picasso was the most dominant and influential artist of the first half of the 20th century, associated most of all with pioneering Cubism. He also invented collage and made major contribution to Surrealism. He saw himself above all as a painter, yet his sculpture was greatly influential, and he also explored areas as diverse as printmaking and ceramics. One of Pablo Picasso's artwork was named Guernica. Guernica was exhibited at the Spanish display at the 1937 Paris International Exposition and then at the other venue around the world. The touring exhibition was used to raise funds for Spanish war relief. The painting soon became famous and widely acclaimed, and it helps bring worldwide attention to the Spanish Civil War. Another artwork of Pablo Picasso was The Weeping Woman. Picasso created the Weeping Woman during the Spanish Civil War, which broke out in July 1936, when General Franco revolted against the Republican government. It was part of the series of work in response to the bombing of Guernica in the Spanish Civil War, 26th day of April 1937. The bombing took place when Adolf Hitler ordered the German Air Force to bomb the Basque town on behalf of Franco. The painting was personal protest after seeing newspaper photographs of the event. Another Cubism artist was George Braque. George Braque was a key figure in the development of Cubism. In fact, the artist's work between 1908 and 1912 is so closely associated with his colleague Picasso, and that for many years the respective Cubist work were indistinguishable. Unfortunately, due to Braque's quiet nature, the fame and notoriety of Picasso partially eclipses his own work. Here are some artwork of George Braque. The House of Listic. The House of Listic is a proto-Cubism painting consisting both of the Zonian trees and houses depicted in the absence of any unifying perspective. House in the background do, however, appear smaller than those of the foreground, consistent with classical perspective. The Portuguese. The Portuguese is the first and only painting in which the stencil lettering made its appearance. According to George Braque, the lettering represents a transition between synthetic cubism and analytic cubism. The painting is one of the earliest Cubist paintings. Cubism in France, cubisme, in English cube, in the year of 20th century it was formerly called cubism. There are two types of cubism, analytical cubism and synthetic cubism. Analytical cubism, an early 20th century style and movement in arts, especially painting, in which perspective with a single viewpoint was abandoned. Synthetic cubism, the lettering phase of cubism, generally considered to run from about 1912 to 1914, characterized by simpler shape and brighter colors. In general, a cubism is an artwork which artwork are broke or has been reformed. Thank you.